Yeah, I know what you're thinking. Stream video, stream video, old news. Yeah, but what if you could stream video with just your fingertip? Apple appears to be working on some clever new features for the Apple TV, which, you know, really hasn't seen a major upgrade in more than 2 years, which make it basically it's like the version of the covered wagon for streaming television. CNET tech reporter Bridget Carey is here with me now. I mean, 2 years is a lifetime in digital devices.
Especially in Apple world, right, where everything gets updated all the time.
Okay, so I was just saying, I have Apple TV. I already control it with a fingertip. A fingertip, you control it with the remote on your phone. There's like an app or something on your phone.
Well, what we're talking about today is that Apple put in for a patent that for something like a remote control for the TV, which is separate if you don't want to have your iPhone, where you know, what if you could just change the settings and log in by putting your fingerprint on it or your voice command, and that way you come home, someone else in the home, you can all have your own settings just by simply touching it instead of having to put in a password, because if you're trying to scroll through a password, that can be kind of annoying. Right now, if you have to put a password in if you want to buy a movie or a show, but you know, now we're getting to the point of customization.
I got you. So in terms of, okay, I want to go see that new movie, there's going to be a fingerprint, and that's all. You just use your maybe fingerprint scanner on your phone? Or is there an actual new remote?
This is a patent for being used on something like a remote, but it can go beyond the remote too. I mean, what if you had this kind of system in to say, you know what, I want to have custom settings in my car. So that way when I go into my car, now my husband and I have different settings. We don't have to mess with the, you know, radio or where the seat goes. And also, the Apple TV controls things in your smart home. So if you have different light settings, you have different preferences there.
So when you're fighting with your husband over what the temperature is in your house,
just grab the remote.
Or maybe you just voice command it and you decide whose voice command takes top billing with your Apple remote, or what, I guess, is that what they're going to call it, Apple remote?
You know, when it comes to the Apple TV, I think when we see this in action, there'll be more than just a remote. There's been a lot of talk that the Apple TV is getting an upgrade. And so not only with a new, control of doing it, but maybe you'll be able to have new software inside. There's a lot of talk that Apple is working on talking to broadcast partners to do their own kind of streaming service, a paid streaming service.
Another
streaming. Getting in the mix, just like, Sling TV and others are doing, where you can get broadcast and cable, and once again, that customization is even more important. And what if you could download games so that way, your favorite game comes on? Maybe this remote control isn't just something that scans your fingerprint, but it's also a game controller.
Remember when you had to get up and go change the channel on the TV?
Oh, the days.
No, you don't remember that. And neither do I. Thank you, Bridget.